Hi everyone, my name is Jordan Acosta. Thank you so much for coming to my warm-up video. We're just going to go ahead and get started. There's no equipment needed, just maybe your water bottle, and let's get started. So we're going to start with a side step and arm swings. So step wide out to the side, have those arms come forward and back, really stretching out our arms, getting our legs warmed up. Go with whatever tempo feels good for you today. Really trying to get warmed up for the other exercises that we're going to be doing. So in 3 seconds, we're going to be moving to a small march. So 3, 2, and 1. So small march here. Arms come out to the side. Let's do big circles going forward. Stretching out our shoulders and our back. Keep those feet going. Again, whatever tempo feels good for you today. And go ahead and switch. Let's go backwards arm circles. Stretching out the chest. Stay here for 3, 2, and 1. Move to glute kicks. The heel comes up to your glute. Again, pick your tempo. If you want to go a little bit quicker, a little bit more high impact, or stay here. Remember, modify this for you. Make this workout individual for you. Staying here for 3, 2, and 1. Next, we're going to move to some leg rainbow taps. So leg comes out to the side, tap forward, and then all the way to the other side, really making sure that we're getting abductor and then adductor work coming all the way across. If you want to, you can move this into just leg swings, but if you like the taps for a little bit more stability, a little bit of variety, go ahead and just make sure that leg comes all the way up and then all the way across. Switch legs here, left leg comes up, tap through. If you need a little bit more time with those taps to gain even more stability, go ahead and do so. Just making sure that the leg comes all the way up and then all the way across. Stay here for one more, and then we'll move back into our small march. Small march, have your right arm come across for a nice bicep and shoulder stretch. Remember, holding your arm not on the elbow joint, but either below or above. Protecting our joints here. Keep that march going, getting our heart rate up a little bit more. Go ahead and switch out the arms. Left arm comes across. Once again, protecting our elbow joint. Either hold that arm across below or above. Trying to relax the shoulders so that the neck isn't pulling. Moving to a tricep pull. Right arm comes up. Trying to stay in line with your ear, but if not, that's okay. Left arm comes to pull the right arm for a deeper tricep stretch, or allow gravity to do the work for you. Whatever feels good. Getting our triceps warmed up and stretched out. And switch. Left arm now. Keeping that elbow close to our ear, in line with our body. Right arm helping to have a deeper stretch. Stay here for 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Deep breath here. Inhale, exhale. Good. We're going to move into some calf stretches, calf raises, So feet come together, ankles are same, about hip width distance apart. Contract up and back down. Really making sure we're slow and controlled on the way back down, and hold at the top for even more of a strength workout. If you want to, if you have a foam pad at home, go ahead and step on it and then have a little bit deeper range of motion. Or we can go one leg up and down. Really just make sure that you're evening out both sides if you do one leg. So maybe do about 2 or 3 on each side and then switch. But if going 2 feet at a time feels good for you, go ahead and do that. Stay here for 3, 2, and 1. Moving into our chair squats, feet will be closer than hip width distance apart, right next to each other. Arms come up, hips go back for a squat. Trying to keep our knee and our ankle in the same line, so really have to make sure that those hips go back, really working our glutes and our hamstrings as well as our quads here. Really pushing through our heels, making sure that our knees are staying in line. Y'all are doing great. Stop whenever you need to. If this doesn't feel good, just reduce the range of motion. Go ahead and go to like half squats if this doesn't feel good. We want to make sure, especially with chair squats, that we're not going past 90 degrees. Stay here for 3, 2, and 1. For our single leg challenge, we're going to go ahead and do a tree pose. So right leg will come up. All of your weight will be placed on your left leg. Your sole of your foot will come to your inner, like your knee area, or even above or below, whatever feels good. Arms come up and back down to your chest. Really working our stabilization of that left leg. If you need to tap at any time to regain balance, that's totally fine. Just get right back into it. If you want an even more difficult challenge, go ahead and try closing your eyes. Staying here for 5 more seconds. Keep going. And switch out the legs. All of your weight will be placed on your right leg. Left foot comes up. Right back to our stabilization. Really working our right leg now. Remember, close your eyes if you want to. Really just making sure that you come back down to a 2-point stance if you're feeling off balance. Good. Keep going. Stay here for 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Deep breath again. Exhale. Step your feet out. We're going to go into a wide stance. We're going to go to warrior. So feet will be facing towards your left side. And then for our first emphasis, we're going to do a calf emphasis. So really straighten out that back leg. Drive the heel down to the ground. Really making sure that we're stretching out our calf here. Interlock our hands behind you and push. So right now we're focusing on our calf stretches as well as opening up the chest. You'll even feel it within your biceps as well. Stay here, keep breathing, deep breaths here. Come out of the pose whenever you need to. Stay here for 3, 2, 1. We'll move on to our hip flexor emphasis now. So sink your leg in. This is also a good strengthening exercise, but we're stretching out our hip flexor. Glute is engaged the whole time. And now we're going to reach with our right arm over to the side for an oblique stretch. Over to the side. If this doesn't feel good, maybe just do some pulses to really still stretch out the side body, or hold here if you can. Now we're really getting all of that side body, but also really focusing on our hip flexor. Stay here for 3, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Again, wide stance here. Now we're going to the right side. So sink the back leg, making sure that it's straight. We're wanting to sink that heel into the ground for our calf emphasis. This time, interlock your hands in front of you and push out. So palms will be facing outward. This is really going to stretch our upper back, even into our triceps. Still making sure that we're trying to keep that back leg straight, really pushing that heel down to the ground. Staying here for 3, 2, 1. Sink the back leg, that left leg comes down, glute is engaged, really stretching out that hip flexor. This time with your left side, reach over. Stretching out that whole side body of the left side into our hip flexor. Come out of the pose whenever you need to and engage the core to protect the back. Stay here for 3, 2, and 1. Before we move to the ground, we're going to do some dumbbell rows. So feet come together, hips will go back, arms here, and pull. Strengthening our upper back, really making sure that we're having a flat back the whole time. Squeezing the bottom part of our scaps. Pretend like there's a pencil in between your shoulder blades. Good. Keep working here. Keep going. You guys are doing awesome. Keep it up. Stay here for 3, 2, 1. Grab a quick sip of water and make your way down to the ground. We're going to start with push-ups. So if you have a coffee table at home, go ahead and put your hands up on that. If you want to start with toe push-ups, you can. But for right now, let's go into our knee push-ups. So hands will be about shoulder width distance apart. And then flat back to our glutes. Come all the way back up. Good. You guys are doing great. Keep it up. Keep going. Again, if you want to, utilize a coffee table. Hands will be on there. And then push. Or if you want to, go ahead and do toe push-ups. Just really making sure that our triceps are staying in line with our body. And we're pushing through, keeping our back and our glutes in the same line. Keep going. You guys can do this. Keep it up. Stay here for 2 more. Good. We're going to go into mountain climbers now. We're going to do a normal mountain climber with an oblique crunch. So it'll look like a normal one into an oblique and then switch sides. Really making sure that our back and glutes are in line the whole time. Remember, no mountains and no valleys. Really getting some oblique work as well as all of our abdominals. So it'll go normal and then oblique, normal, then oblique. Keep going. If this doesn't feel good, come down at any point. You can even have one leg on the ground as you do one side and then switch if that feels better for you. Really making sure that we're just keeping our core tight, obliques engaged. Stay here for 3, 2, and 1. If you're not in tabletop already, go ahead and get there. We're going to go into bird dogs. So opposite leg comes up with the arm, stretching out, making sure that we're not twisting, but that we're really pulling with our back, engaging our back, specifically our erector spinae, really strengthening our back here. Grab a drink of water whenever you need to. Keep going. We're almost there. Stay here for 3, 2, and 1. Grab a quick sip of water. We're going to go into a plank. We're only going to hold it for a few seconds, really making sure that our transverse abdominals are engaged, glutes are engaged, no valleys and no mountains. So ready? 3, 2, 1. Everything is flat, no mountains, no valleys, glutes are engaged. Deep breaths here. You guys are doing awesome. Keep it up. Think about the warm weather. Maybe think about the snow that's coming. Whatever you want to do. Come out of the pose whenever you need to. Keep going. Keep pushing. Stay here for 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. We're going to go back into tabletop. We're going to do some cat-cows. Once again, lengthening out our abdominals and our back. So inhale. Exhale, cat. Inhale, arch. Go to whatever range of motion feels good for you. Really just making sure we're breathing here. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Great job, everyone. Moving right into cobra. Chest comes down to the ground. Push up. If this doesn't feel good, go ahead and go to your forearms. Really just making sure we're lengthening with our neck. Really lengthening out our spine. If you can, push up. Feet will be closer together, but that's not really the focus. Just really focusing on our spine here. You all did awesome. Hope this got you warmed up for the rest of your workouts. Come down to the ground. Take hold of your right ankle. Pull tight. You can utilize your other arm as like a little pillow. Really great quad stretch here. If this doesn't feel good, you don't have to hold your ankle. Just go ahead and let gravity do the work. Good. Stay here for 3, 2, 1. Switch out those legs. Left ankle now. Pulling for a great lengthening quadricep stretch. Good. You all did amazing. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. Make your way back into tabletop. We're going to be doing a bicep stretch. So rotate your hands with your still palms on the ground, but your fingers pointing towards you. Lengthening out that bicep here. If this doesn't feel good to you, no worries. Make your way seated. Take hold of your of your fingers. Point your palm outward, relax the shoulder. It'll still have the same great lengthening of the bicep. Just make sure that you're switching back and forth. Keep going. Good. If you're in tabletop, make your way back seated. We're going to go ahead and do butterfly. Soles of your feet will come together. Make sure we're not pushing down with our elbows, but that we're just keeping our ankles close to our center of our body, and then just allowing gravity to pull our knees down. No pushing needed. If anything, just adjust where your ankles are at in reference to your body. Really making sure that our back is straight here, no curving of the spine. It even helps when your glutes are engaged. Get a better adductor stretch and groin stretch. From here, go ahead and extend that right leg. We're going to go into a runner's lunge. So deep inhale, exhale, fall forward. Try to flex that toe to you. You're going to get another great lengthening all from your calf into your hamstring as well. Trying to ensure that our chest stays aligned with our knee, and you'll feel even a lower back stretch here. Stay here for 3, 2, 1. Switch it out. Left leg comes straight. Right sole of your foot is into your quad. And inhale and exhale. Chest falls forward. Trying to get our chest to our knee, but remember we're stretching not to the point of pain, but only to tension. Again, flex that toe towards you. Deep breaths here, filling up your abdomen. Good. Go ahead and move on to a figure 4. So our right ankle is going to be on our left, above our left knee, and then slide your left foot in. Figure 4 stretch here. You can do this on the ground too if that feels better for you. I like doing it seated. Really making sure we're stretching out our glutes here, as well as our abductors. Deep breaths here still. Switch out the legs, left ankle on top of our right knee. Slide the right foot in, figure 4. Deep breaths. Going to whatever range of motion feels good for you. You all did awesome. After this, we're going to make our way up, standing. Find your way up, big deep breath. Inhale and exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale. Kind of get our heart rate back up. We're going to do some body weight squats. So toes are about hip width distance apart, slightly pointing outwards. Hips go back. We're only going down to, if you want to 90 degrees, not any further. Getting our legs back warmed up. If you wanted to incorporate some arm swings into this, you can. Really making sure that our body is getting back warmed up. Heart rate is increasing. Stay here for 2 more. Last one. We're going to move into some heel taps. Left, just alternating feet. If you want to, for a higher impact, go ahead and little bounce with it. Increasing our heart rate again. Stay here for 3, 2, 1. We're going to do some side jacks. If you want to, go ahead and move this to jumping jacks. But really just making sure we're getting our heart rate up, getting ready for the rest of our workouts. Staying here for 3, 2, 1. Thank you so much for joining me today. Grab some water and get ready for your workout.